Thanks for joining us at Right On Replicas, where we're proud to bring you the best scale model kit reviews on the planet.
This classic kit review covers the 2012 re-release of the Polar Lights 876, the Green Hornet's Black Beauty, and it's a 1/32nd scale, skill level 2 kit for the moderate builder. Now, kudos go out to AMT for a soon-to-be-released 125 scale version, but for over 60 years, this simple kit was all we had to reminisce the days of the Green Hornet. Now, the Green Hornet appeared as a TV show in 1966, portraying a good guy that pretends to be a bad guy in order to infiltrate and battle criminal gangs, always escaping with his sidekick Kato, leaving behind incriminating evidence for the police's arrival. Now, the TV series featured the Green Hornet's car, the Black Beauty, a 66 Imperial Crown sedan that was customized by Dean Jeffries, and it's been re-released a number of times over the years as a kit. Its simplified curbside kit, it contains 37 parts molded in black, chrome, clear, and has some vinyl tires with metal axles. The rugged body is often found on racing as a slot car because of its durability. When you're done, the overall size is 6 3/4 inches long, 2.5 inches wide, and 1 3/4 inches high. This review is brought to you in part by Ryder's Hobby Shops, where the fun begins. Stop in to one of Ryder's 2 convenient Michigan locations where you'll find a full range of the latest hobby products, supplies, parts, tools, and paint. Construction starts with the body, and since the body is placed onto the chassis as a finished unit, you can assemble all the parts to it before that. Now, attach the rear window panel from the inside, and the rear bumper gets installed from the outside. The front rocket launchers from the inside as well. And as seen in the close-up, the tab there in the front windshield must be removed, so just use a hobby knife and some sanding sticks to remove it. Next, wet sand the body with 800 to 1000 grit wet and dry paper, and then prime the inside and the outside with a good quality primer. And then after that's dry, wet sand the body again to make it nice and smooth for paint. After the primer is dry, go ahead and paint the whole body inside and out with a gloss black paint. And next we'll work on some of the trim, the chrome trim on the body. And you can use a Sharpie or a chrome pen, but for the best results, I find that a foil application seems to have the most appeal. Just cut off some appropriate length strips of the foil, and it's just like tape. It's got an adhesive back, and apply them to the sections that you're going to cover. Wrap them around the window posts as you see here, and then go ahead and burnish them in. Just to use a eraser or something, even sometimes a blunt toothpick to get into crevices, and cover all the features that you want to have appear as chrome trim on your body. Next up, I'm going to use some Alclad transparent smoke tint to give the windows a tinted look. And you see in the video here that there's a line that is marked where the front vent window is. And here you see that portion where the windshield was masked off to leave the vent window exposed to the tint. After the window tinting has dried, I'm going to dip the entire glass into some of this floor care product. Now, it goes by various names. It's changed brands, but it's all the same stuff basically. And then wick off any excess to get a nice crystal clear look for your window. I found that the windows didn't exactly fit after test fitting them into the body, and those go in next, so I sectioned them so that they would fit more properly to their respective areas. And then I glued them into place using some white glue. You can use Elmer's or any white glue that's available. Now I'll add the rest of these pieces to the body, and remember you have to scratch off or sand off any of the chrome plating if you want glue to stick to the parts there. as well as paint. So go ahead and install the rest of the accessories. All the rockets get painted red, and the grill and headlight grills are flat black, and the ribs are silver. The headlights are a neon green color, and on the front install the rocket launchers in place, and then add the grill with the center rocket there. Next, add the headlight bezels and the light covers into place, and then on the rear install the rocket launchers and the center rear rocket. Now the interior is up next, and it gets painted satin black, but it's very sparse of detail. It's got a steering wheel, but even the dash has no detail or even decals to replicate a dash. So go ahead and assemble that and put it into place with some glue. Now you got to remember, most of these were discarded to make room for slot car motors, and that was kind of the intention of those 1/32 kits. Put the divider glass into place with some white glue, and then go ahead and drop this into the body, and you really won't need glue because it gets trapped into place by the chassis. All of the detailed chassis is molded right in, so we'll have to pick those out with some hand painting before we install it to the body. I painted the chassis flat black and then highlighted the exhaust with some steel and aluminum mufflers. Now the suspension and the drive shaft is gloss black, and the motor is red with an aluminum transmission. Next, we'll put the wheel assemblies together. They're quite unique, and we're going to prepare the tires by kind of rolling and scratching a little bit of tread look onto the tread area there on some light sandpaper, maybe a 220. Just kind of roll the tread on there and give them a scuffing to make them look like they've been used. Now paint the inner rim sections gunmetal color. And next we'll squeeze the inner and outer rims through the tires, and remember to remove any glue or plating or paint so that the glue will stick, and go ahead and sandwich those around the tires. And there's no script on the tires, so just about any way you put them together will work. And now slip a metal axle through each of the axles on the chassis, and then go ahead and squeeze the wheels together on the axles until they bottom out. And that's it. Your construction is finished. There are no more parts left over for this single-purpose kit. Well, there you have it. This imposing and yet aggressive looking kit, no matter what angle you look at it from, is quite the shelf attention getter. So you can put it together and add as much detail as you like to it. Once again, it's a simple kit, so there's not a lot of additional add-ons that you'll be putting into place, except for those cool looking rockets and some of the weaponry. But it's a beautiful tribute to the old comic book series TV shows, and if I were you, I'd buy one and put it on my shelf. Thanks for joining us at Right On Replicas, and you can find us on Facebook or our website, rightonreplicas.com. But if you don't want to miss any more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can click on that subscription icon in the lower right of any of our reviews. Thanks.